Welcome to Moonstone Update. I'm Mark Bechard, the Managing Editor of Moonstone Publications. Here's a look at some of the stories we've covered over the past week. First, please hit the subscribe button, share this video with your friends and colleagues. Medical schemes now have the assurance that they can continue to claim from the Road Accident Fund on behalf of their members. This follows the High Court rejecting an application from the RAF for leave to appeal a judgment in October last year. The RAF was interdicted from implementing a directive to reject all claims for medical expenses where these expenses were paid by schemes, not by the claimants. The interdict was the result of an urgent application by Discovery Health. You have until Monday, January the 30th, to enroll for one of Moonstone Business School of Excellence's qualifications in the first semester. The deadline applies to MBSE's 5 accredited qualifications. The FSCA is implementing changes to the online process to obtain approval for Section 14 retirement benefit transfers. The authority says the enhancements will enable it to expedite the consideration of Section 14 applications, resulting in faster turnaround times. The FSCA is hosting a free webinar on Monday, the 30th of January, to demonstrate the changes. Money transfers to and from South Africa of 20,000 Rand or more will have to be reported to the Financial Intelligence Centre from February. This is one of the amendments to the regulations issued under the Financial Intelligence Centre Act. The amendment set out accountable institutions' obligations when it comes to the international funds transfer reports required in terms of Section 31 of the Act. Security experts say load shedding raises the risk that South Africa may experience unrest similar to what occurred in July 2021. Load shedding is forcing businesses to close, swelling the ranks of the unemployed, which could be a potential trigger for widespread violence. The Institute for Security Studies' Gareth Newham said the socio-economic fallout from load shedding is taking place when the police's ability to solve crime and combat lawlessness was continuing to decline. The proposed two-part system will add to the complexity of the tax treatment of retirement policy withdrawals, according to Tax Consulting SA. All annual withdrawals from the savings pot will be included in an individual's gross income and taxed at their marginal income tax rate. The retirement pot will be locked in until retirement and will be taxed in accordance with the lump sum withdrawal table. Non-compliance with the Companies Act voids an indemnity provided by one company in a group to support an insurance guarantee obtained by another company in that group. This was the decision by the Supreme Court of Appeal in a case between Constantia Insurance and the Protect Group, both parties in liquidation. Protect's liquidators opposed Constantia's claims under the guarantees, saying they could not find a resolution authorizing the group's chief executive to bind it to the indemnity. The Financial Services Tribunal has expressed its displeasure with an employer that worded a contract to negate its obligation to provide retirement benefits to an employee. A security company contended that it did not have to register a guard as a fund member or pay contributions for certain periods because he had been an independent contractor, not an employee. The tribunal drew attention to the conditions in the Labour Relations Act that determined whether a person is an employee despite what a contract may state. That's all we have for this week. You can read these stories and many more on our website moonstone.co.za. Until next time, here's wishing you all the best from the team at Moonstone Information Refinery.